where the clouds reside, with engines roaring, wings open wide. A silver bird takes to the blue, oh the joy of flying, a dream come true. Christchurch sky is a wondrous show, small planes rise, large jets glow. Runway dance is a grand ballet, airborne whispers call my heart away. Oh, the power of flight, it stirs my soul, a timeless rhythm, it makes me whole. From the hum of props to the jet's loud song, in the air is where I belong. Oh, the power of flight, it stirs my soul, a timeless rhythm, it makes me whole. From the hum of props to the jet's loud song, in the air is where I belong. Wheels kiss earth, the engines sigh, a brief embrace, then they kiss the sky. Departure gates and tarmac trails, a symphony where nothing fails. The winds of Canterbury lift them high, tracing arcs against the southern sky. Each takeoff and landing a thrill anew, a dance of wings, a boundless view.
Well, good evening guys. Thanks very much for coming back for what is part 3 or part 4 if you happen to catch the accidental stream last night. Thanks very much for coming back. I appreciate that you've got plenty of choices for places to go and watch at this time, but yeah, thanks very much for spending at least part of it with me here at Christchurch. Now we can see a food service vehicle on the back of SQ 298. If you can go in on that. So you can see the food service vehicle on the back there. So that's a very good sign that they're actually going to take off now, or at least give it a go. It's a beautiful evening, and it looks like we've got Qantas coming out, which is real good. So we've gotten here early enough to get Qantas. So see them in the not too distant future. Let me know. G'day JP Mac, how you going, mate? Good to see you in the chat there. Yeah, I understand it was Sean's sort of final one yesterday. Unfortunately, I had a few things on, as you do on a Saturday, and ended up going to the dentist of all things, and one or two other bits and pieces I had to take care of. So unfortunately, not only could I not come out, I couldn't really participate in the stream at all, which is a bit unfortunate. So I met Sean the previous weekend and passed on my best regards for his family and for his future, and we hope to see him back one day. Just let me know how the sound's going. It's always the one thing that we need to look after, because we're never quite sure what it's like. What have we got coming in? We've got Queenstown to Christchurch, 654 coming in. So we'll take care of watching Qantas for a wee while, and then we'll get on. Yeah, fantastic, JP Mac. Yeah, good words. I understand it's not going to be his last stream, but it's his last stream from Christchurch for a foreseeable future. And we got NZ654 coming in from Queenstown. Let's get around and have a look at that. Here we go. Just epic light here at the moment. Really got a nice bit of light. I've got to get my helicopter in, so here's your helicopter for the stream, so you can mark that one off. Yep, so we've done our helicopter for the stream, which is really good. And here we go with Qantas. See it in silhouette against this sunset. Kind of wish we could set up on the other side, but unfortunately the Aero Club is not open on the weekends. There are one or two other spots that we could probably try, but we really need a truck with an elevated bed on it to be able to stream from across the road, because there's a big fence in the way. The last thing you want to do is be showing fences all day. so that was really awesome. Great. So Jetstar, obviously with a lot less fuel on board, taking off from what is A3? So awesome. Yeah, I think the picture might be a little bit dark, so I might just take a stop off of the ND filter. And the next one to go will be Air New Zealand. And he's going to have to hold because we've got an ATR coming in. Let me get round and get on the ATR for you. Here we go. Really is having lots of fun with the autofocus recently, this camera. And so with him out of the way, we'll be able to get this A320 out of the way, and then there'll be another ATR coming after him. So yeah, doing a terrific job. You get round and get, so that's Palmerston North, 185 from Palmerston North, the ATR that just landed. And this is 578 going off to Auckland. Oh, awesome. Thanks, Carl. So I might just get this little piece of action out of the way. Then we'll welcome you all back. Wind has really died down quite a bit. It's probably 5 to 8, around about that. Definitely not 20 as it was earlier. And yeah, it's really good. Stuff. And next, this ATR, where did we say he was off to? He's off to Dunedin. G'day, Dale. Good to see you, mate. So because that guy is not banking or turning anywhere, let's get around and get this ATR coming in. That's terrific. Right, that's a good little piece of action that we've had so far. Now up above the sun, so up here somewhere. Pull back a little bit, there we go, got you. That's our flight going to Auckland, and he'll be downwind, so with a nice tailwind he should get there in not that much time at all, maybe just over an hour. Are you, Carwin? You must have a good set of binoculars or a long lens of some sort, mate. Or you're just watching the stream, mate. Good stuff. Yeah, Pound Road's not a bad spot in the evening, but unfortunately, yeah, if it was the other ops, I think I'd be tempted to go down there, but yeah, not at this stage, mate. So, what we got this ATR, which we'll eventually find for you. So, if I look for reference point and look up, should. Hey, I don't know why the autofocus is really struggling these days. I'll take off all of the filter, see if that helps. Terrific. Approach and landing via New Zealand. And ATR into Christchurch. Right, with that guy in, what I might do is rearrange things slightly. Yeah, because I think it's actually the wind has dropped down low enough so that I don't actually need to worry about the ambient mic sort of acting as a sail. So this should improve the sound a little bit if I mount the mic on top of the camera. So you're always getting the perspective sound. That should sound not too bad. Let's get across and focus on them. Here we go. G'day Tucker, and thanks very much for your gifted membership earlier. That was very generous, and it resulted in Ken, who was a recipient, joining the stream. So yeah, it's quite evident that the old gifting definitely helps. If I could work out how to do it myself, I'd be in. Let me just lock that off for a second for you, and let's get across and throw some stuff. EK 413 boarding. Is it going? 20 past. Oh, yeah. Yeah. If they get that boarded, quite often they're actually departing early these days. So we often see them pushing back just after half past. Yeah, I know the place well. Know the place well. It's where we used to have a bit of a secondary mound over there, but unfortunately, with the installation of the solar farm, which is a pretty extensive undertaking they've got there, yeah, it's pretty big. That solar farm takes up an awful lot of the western side over by Pound Road there. Just looking to see if we got anybody else coming in. And it doesn't look like it, so that's all right. Yeah, so I'll just nice sort of view. So we've got Singapore 298, so that'll be the second SQ 298 to take off today. We saw SQ 298 take off this morning. Panda-san, konnichiwa, moichido, konnichiwa ですね。今日5時から、別のストリーム、これは、シンガポール飛行機の、298、2便ですね。We've got a really, really interesting situation down the end. We've got Flying Doctor Service Invercargill is approaching on 02. If I can get right in. There you go. So that is the Flying Doctor Service, and he's approaching on 02. So he obviously needed to come in for to get in for operational purposes. Obviously he's got somebody on board who needs to spend as little time in the aircraft as possible, and so they've landed downwind, and that just shows you how much the wind has dropped. I'll give you a look at the windsock in a moment after he sort of clears the runway and gets on the taxiway and heads down to the medical hangar down the end there. Here we go. He's heading down to the medical facility down the end. So yeah, so we've got that second Singapore to take off, and my guess is he's going to come all the way down here, because if you saw the earlier stream, that is a fairly limp windsock. G'day Tally Two Sheep, good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, Carlwyn, almost certainly they'll use 20, mate. It was just Flying Doctors. They have dispensation to sort of land any direction they pretty much choose. obviously for operational reasons they must have somebody on board that really needs to get off fairly quickly. So yeah, if they had to go all the way around and then land and then taxi and all the rest of it, yeah. Anyway, so because we've got this, yeah, so what I'll do is show you what we're going to see a little bit later. This is Singapore, not from today, but from the other. And have we got anybody? Just go around and check. No, nobody there. Can't see anybody. Right, so this is Singapore from last weekend. Let's just advance that a bit. And a bit more. There we go. So we're not going to see it quite like this. G'day, Christine. Welcome back. Welcome back. Part 3 or part 4 if you saw the accidental stream last night. We were testing. I was testing out some stuff, just redoing some templates and what have you, and must have accidentally attached the stream somehow, and it started broadcasting, and yeah, apparently it was broadcasting for about 5 or 6 minutes before Tally Two Sheep alerted me to the fact, and yeah, I put the kibosh on it. So yeah, maybe yeah, don't want to let the cat out of the bag too much, but yeah, we're going to be doing the stream from Narita and Haneda next weekend, so want to make sure that all the ducks are in a row. Okay, I'm going to be able to sort of sort a few things out in my hotel, but yeah, I'll probably want to sleep after going up there next Friday. Yeah, so this is SQ298 from last weekend, and today's one looked pretty similar. So this is what we're going to hopefully see this evening. Of course, the lighting's going to be a bit different. Let me see what we've got coming in. It's a long way away. It's Jetstar coming in from Auckland, and looks like 237 coming in from Auckland. So yeah, we'll be here and we'll be around time, plenty of time, I think. What I'll do is just look at this a bit closer. So welcome everybody, thanks very much for coming along and joining in. Yeah, it's a pleasure to be out here this evening with less wind. It's actually quite pleasant. It's not quite warm enough to sort of say to take off the puffer jacket, but it's certainly better than it was earlier in the day. Most people have seen this a few times, but you just want to fill up the space a little bit. Just advance you. Advance you a little bit more. Panda san eigo jouzu desu. Jouzu. Chodo. Alright, let's come back to that. Let's get you onto Jetstar. So that's the difference between mounting the microphone on top of the camera or just leaving it ambient lying on the ground. I think you'll agree there's a lot more sound. It certainly fills out the soundscape and makes it much more enjoyable. Final call, Singapore Airlines. That's good. Yeah, I expect Emirates out before Singapore. As I said, Singapore that recently have been pushing back just after 5:30, so well and truly early. It'd be interesting to see how they go. This is so I'm predicting the order is EK413, then SQ298. And we've got another one coming. That's New Zealand NZ 555. So NZ 555 coming in from Auckland, and he won't be too far away. G'day Courtney, brilliant to see you again. Thanks very much for coming back and making us part of your socials. So yeah, that's the Jetstar in. And Air New Zealand is not too far behind him. So Courtney, we're going to see Emirates depart, and shouldn't be too far away. What have we got? 5:35. So I'll keep an eye on it because they have been pushing back around about this time. So Carwyn, if you can have a look and just say, see if on the departures board it actually saying departing. That's the secret word. If you see departing, then boarding is finished and they're about to push back. Yeah, it's amazing how much more the sound carries when it's a little bit stiller. Like when it was really windy before, you would imagine that the wind would have been pushing the sound towards us quite a bit faster, but I think it more or less had a dispersing effect on the sound, and it sort of dulled it down a little bit. But yeah, now with this gentle southerly, it's sort of south east wind. It's just off the axis of south, and yeah, it's very gentle, and it's really noticeable that the sound is quite a bit carries quite a bit further tonight than it has during the day. Still no movement on Emirates. I don't see any beacons on yet. Departing now. Okay, fantastic. Thank you, Carwin. That's great. I will look at the aircraft for the beacons. And it should not be far away. With Air New Zealand in the house, let's go round to our main attraction, and I'll just lock it off, and I'll press record because he can't be far away. So the air bridge is retracted, but I don't see any beacons yet. The telltale sign is if you see the air bridge, the top of the air bridge, it's just below the base of the control tower as it intersects with the terminal building. You can just see two posts sort of sticking up. That's the top of the that bridge, that air bridge, and when that's being retracted, it's quite noticeable. So that's one thing to watch out for on the streams. If you see that going on and the host doesn't, you can give it a call that the air bridge is being retracted, and so that means that departure is imminent. We still don't see any sign of the beacons, but yeah, they cannot be that far away. Good evening to anyone lurking tonight. Thank you very much for joining us. Was thinking about coming out for Emirates, but when I heard that Singapore was departing at 6 o'clock, the second of the A350-900s, I couldn't resist, and I said to Mrs. Seki, we're going to have to postpone our shopping trip, and yeah, I will come and join you later, and we can go and do that this evening. So thanks to Mrs. Seki for being so sporting and letting us bring what is going to be a double departure, double heavy departure. Well, one super and one heavy. It's always nice to have wide bodies on the channel. And next weekend we're going to be absolutely spoiled for wide bodies. Absolutely smashing wide bodies, particularly from Narita. I sort of intend to set up on the A runway, which is the longer of the runways, the one that the A380 is rated for. Really interesting in Narita, only the A runway is rated for the A380 to land on, and so if it has really bad crosswinds and cannot land, it has to go to a designated secondary airport, and the cases that I've seen, it's gone to Nagoya, which is quite a bit south of Tokyo. It cannot land at Haneda. Have we got pushing? Yes, we've got pushing. Pushing back on Emirates. Quite often Emirates will push back, and it will take a good 5 minutes for engine start and control surfaces checks and all that sort of carry on. So yeah, be prepared for a little bit of wait. We'll just go back a little bit, get a little bit more of the Sid Squad Novotel in there. Here we go. Still pushing back even further. Oh goodness. So I'm going to have to go back even further. Keep him in the frame. Here we go. It's quite a bit nicer than it was earlier. I see beacons on Singapore as well, so I will move over to Singapore and show you the beacon is flashing on Singapore. If you can see that. Good to see. So Singapore is also pushback is imminent, and being as late as he is, more than 24 hours late. So he was supposed to leave at 10:50 yesterday, and so now it's nearly 6 o'clock. Yeah, he's well and truly over. So yeah, we've got a beacon on Singapore. That's great. And Singapore is pushing back. So it would appear, given the position of Singapore, that he might actually get out ahead of Emirates. So very interesting indeed. Yes, hopefully, 32 hours, mate. Yeah, if you were a passenger, you wouldn't be best pleased. In my experience, Singapore really look after you if they've screwed up in any way. So yeah. If they've put you to any inconvenience, they will really look after you, because their reputation is pretty much the most important thing to them. And Emirates is just sitting there, he's not moving at all. A little bit of exhaust smoke coming from that left-hand engine. Well, our right, their left, on startup. Interestingly, Christchurch to Palmerston North is ready for takeoff, but we are not going to look at it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Christchurch, Palmerston North. Yeah, he's going to pull a Yui on the runway. Obviously, Singapore's blocking the runway, so yeah, we're going to see him depart. I thought, what are you doing? But then it became obvious. G'day Queenstown, how you going then, mate? Yeah, good to see you again. This is our second Singapore of the day. So it's good to come back and see it, and Emirates is moving as well. So maybe Emirates is going to get in front of Singapore. So let me zoom out and get you one super and one heavy. Yeah, so they're going to preserve the order of pushback, so the super's going to get priority. I mean, you've been delayed the best part of 30 hours. What's a few more when it's going to hurt. And so here we go. We're going to see 6 engines very, very shortly, and we can. Look at that. So the 2 Singapore engines underneath the belly of the Super, and then the 4 Super engines as well. There's 6 engines. Soften down a bit, so it's not quite as harsh as it was. Coming from Dunedin, ATR. I'm not going to focus on it. Okay, so that's Jetstar out of the way. And we've got some more Air New Zealands to go. And then we'll probably call it a night. And thank you very much for joining us. It's been really a treat to get two A350-900s in one day from the same airline. Got another aircraft on approach, which is why that Air New Zealand is. So it's a ATR 72 coming from Hokitika. And yeah, I thought they only used dashes on that route, so it's interesting that they've upped it to an ATR. Yeah, let's swing around and get him. Pick him up. Here he goes. And see if we can't focus it. There we go. Amazing what a little bit of focus will do. So with that ATR in from Hokitika, is this one. Who's heading for Wellington can actually head out. Hello Carol Ann, wonderful to see you. let's go back and get this one off to Wellington. And then I think we're going to call it, folks. It's getting pretty dark. The sun has pretty much set, and yeah, we've had our excitement for the day. And having said that, a Jetstar pushes back. What's the phrase in streaming? Just one more plane? Yeah, Caroline, I was going to finish, but... right. Okay. Fantastic. Yeah. Good insights, mate. Yeah. Do we wait for him? I suppose we can. We can hear him spooling up. Those engines start up. That's Jetstar 290 going to Wellington. And we've got an arrival. And this is 373 coming in from Wellington. So Wellington. Certainly our milk run at the moment. Excellent. We can see the vapor trail from either Singapore or more likely the Emirates. So if I zoom around, give you a bit of a look to the west, out here, this is the vapor trail with Emirates. Probably I'm going to say Emirates is at the front of that. And we once chased it using the long lens all the way to the coast, 262 kilometres. Airport Streams measured it out for us, and yeah, that was great that night. Mate, I've already done it. You know we've already done it. So yeah. If if I change the long lens, yeah, you know, we can probably see a bit of a blop at the start of it, but yeah, that was epic that night. I don't know we'll ever do it again, but you know, we might one day. Alright, so there's that, and then there's a Wellington to Christchurch 361 coming in from Christchurch, an ATR, so they send out an A320 and a ATR, pretty much one after the other, and so we'll expect to see that first, but we'll just get it focused on this Jetstar coming down. I wonder if it's going to come all the way. That'd be awesome. And the wind's almost completely gone now, so just goes to show you, if you wait long enough, the wind will in fact die away. And we only have one extra spectator here watching live. All of the ones who came out for Singapore and Emirates have left. So I'm going to say he's going to have to hold, because we're going around for this ATR from Wellington. And a bit of manual focus, and there we go. Well done. And we'll come back. Jetstar. And we've got an Air New Zealand pushback as well. And I got to call it sometime, and I'm going to call it now. So that's the last departure we're going to see, last movement we're going to see today. So only remains for me to thank everybody. Thanks Tally Two Sheep for doing some moderation. Thanks to Airport Streams coming along. Thanks everybody else for coming along. Thanks Tucker for the gifted membership earlier. That's really kind of you. And not quite sure when the next one's going to be. Maybe Wednesday. I've heard that tomorrow is really good, but I can't. So we're looking at Wednesday, possibly for the next one. If not, it's going to be next Saturday from Narita in Japan. So look, thanks very much for coming and joining in today, and for all your likes and all your subscriptions and everything else. And we wish you well, and we'll see you again very, very soon. Bye-bye now.
Wings like giants touch the sky. A roaring bird as it soars high. Silver trails across the blue. Dreams take off and come to you. Buckle up, let's climb the air. Feel the rush, you're almost there. Engines hum, a mighty cry. Airbus whispers, time to fly. Clouds are dancing side by side. Through the heavens we will glide. Crystal clear each fleeting frame. Every view a burning flame. Buckle up, let's climb the air. Feel the rush, you're almost there. Engines hum, a mighty cry. Airbus whispers, time to fly. From the tarmac to the light. Dusk and dawn bring endless flight. Every detail sharp and proud. Flying dreams among the crowd. Buckle up, let's climb the air. Feel the rush, you're almost there. Engines hum, a mighty cry. Airbus whispers, time to fly. From the tarmac to the light. Dusk and dawn bring endless flight. Every detail sharp and proud. Flying dreams among the crowd. Buckle up, let's climb the air. Feel the rush, you're almost there. Engines hum, a mighty cry. Airbus whispers, time to fly.